That's Lucy and Kenny. They both look pretty happy and healthy, but it hasn't always been that way. Lucy was found wandering the streets in New Jersey. The SPCA recognized that she was a Bouvier and called the American Bouvier Rescue League, which rescues around 110 to 120 Bouviers each year. The American Bouvier Rescue League is a nonprofit organization and is not affiliated with any humane organization. Their mission is to coordinate the breed clubs, breeders, and fanciers into a rescue network to assist them in the rescue of Bouviers. They immediately picked Lucy up and took her to a foster home to help her socialize and to determine her temperament. Lucy was in bad shape. She was withdrawn, confused, and depressed from being abused, abandoned, and neglected. Most Bouviers weigh between 75 to 85 pounds, but Lucy weighed only 40 pounds. She was so matted that they had to shear her like a sheep. When she was all cleaned up, Lucy looked like a skinny Doberman and not at all like a Bouvier. Lucy was placed in a home where the lady took her to work every day because Lucy needed intense socialization. After 2 years, it became necessary for Lucy to leave this home, and she needed another one. That's where Kenny comes in. Kenny's first therapy dog had to be put down because of health and old age. Kenny uses a therapy dog because of his autism and a generalized panic attack disorder. The therapy dog helps to keep him calm and to remind him that he needs to come out of his room and socialize. After Joplin died, Kenny began to withdraw and was sinking fast. Because we had rescued his first therapy dog, we suggested that he do some research on dogs and try to rescue another one from a rescue society. We decided on a Bouvier for several reasons. We learned during World War I that Bouviers were used to pull cannons and carry messages and supplies behind enemy lines. They were also used to find soldiers who were still alive and laying on the battlefield. The Germans learned quickly how valuable the dogs were to the Allies, so they began shooting all the Bouviers that they themselves were not using. A veterinarian smuggled some dogs out of the country and helped bring the breed back from extinction. In short, Bouviers are extremely intelligent, hard-working, and loyal, all the qualities that we were looking for in a good therapy dog. Kenny got on the computer and filled out the adoption application for the American Bouvier Rescue League. We were told that it could take a year before a dog could be matched to us, but in our case, it took only 2 months. Lucy was ready, and this time it was Kenny who needed rescuing. Shortly after Lucy arrived in our home, she started puppy boot camp. This is intense obedience training, not only for the dog, but for the humans as well. We all had to learn how to talk to Lucy so that she would mind. It wasn't that Lucy was a bad dog, she just thought that she should be the one in charge. Once that was settled, things immediately got better, and Lucy's therapy training could begin. Research has found that petting an animal releases the same endorphins that you get when you run or jog. This gives you a calm feeling as well as lowers your blood pressure. Lucy did this instinctively. She just seemed to know who was feeling bad, and she would go over and sit by them until they petted her. It is kind of her way of giving us a hug. If we tried to push her away, Lucy would then come and sit on us. Not the best technique, but it accomplishes the same thing. We have to pet her to get her to leave. Lucy also knows to go to Kenny's door and bang her head on the door until he opens it and lets her come in. She then gets him to take her out for a walk, or she will just lie down by him while he works at the computer. Sometimes she gets him to come out and just sit with the family. Lucy has so much boundless energy that we invented a game called Go Find. Someone will take an object and drag it around. Then we will tell Lucy to go find. She loves this game. She can even find our friend Brendan. This helps when we are out in the park or woods because Brendan is quick and wanders off a lot. Because Lucy was doing so well at home, we decided to stretch her skills a little. At first, Lucy started going to different schools and allowing children to pet and love on her while she stays still. This is done so that Lucy can go into the classroom and work with students who have severe autism or emotional and behavioral disabilities. Lucy has become such a part of our family that we think of her as one of us, and she thinks of us as her pack. Because of that, she had never really become sensitized to other animals. She saw them all as a threat and would lurch and bark until they were out of sight. Being calm around other animals is the last and most important part of her therapy training. We weren't sure how we were going to help Lucy because we have a lot of humans but no other pets. Then we found the dog park. At first, Lucy acted like she didn't know what these creatures were. She wanted to sniff them and growl. But after a while, Lucy found several dogs to run and play with. Occasionally, Lucy will try to be a bully and scare the littler dogs, but this is not tolerated. If Lucy doesn't stop when told, she is taken home. If Lucy behaves, we all get ice cream. This is one of her favorite treats. Some people say it's hard to tell who rescued who, but we know that it was the American Bouvier Rescue League that rescued them both. They were there for Lucy when she needed them, and they were there for Kenny when he was withdrawing after the loss of his first dog. Thanks to them, Kenny and Lucy are both healthy and happy today.